be home by 6, so I'll probably have to go at like 5:30. But other than that, I should.
I just got a notification. Watch live now. Legend Wings.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did on my phone.
Oh, cool. I mean, do you have the bell notifications turned on and stuff?
I don't think I do. Sorry, I just don't think I. No, I don't.
Okay, cool.
I don't usually do bell notifications.
Oh no, I don't either. But I was just curious if you had, if that's how you get the notification.
No. Or... Great.
Cool. So other people will know we're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna exit out of messages, so that doesn't become a problem when I put this on my channel later.
Yeah. Feel free to share with the world. Get our to watch or something.
Do that.
Share with the world.
I need to find the link for it first. I gotta go to your channel.
I can, yeah. If you don't have it, I can send it to you.
I got it.
Okay, cool.
Wow, okay, now I just got a YouTube notification on my YouTube page that I, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
I'm going to close out of Skype now because we don't need that anymore.
Shout out to all the
all the viewers?
All the viewers.
Us
all
too?
The viewers. All
Those to ourselves, because I'm pretty sure the 2 watching now are both us.
No, actually, I'm not. I exited out.
You're not? Hello out there.
Hello, other person.
We're just starting. We don't know what we're doing, but it's going to be fun.
Nope. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm screen recording my screen, so I'll probably put this up after the live stream ended on my channel, so you can see what I'm working on. And I don't know what you're working on.
I am unsure what I'm working on. Maybe I could do some character maskings and kind of how I do that. I just don't know what character to do. So yeah. Hi, Venture Shadow in the chat. We have somebody watching. Hello.
Oh, we do? Yeah. Oh, I should probably go on so I can see the chat. That would be intelligent.
Watch too, so you can chat with us too. Venture, yeah. If you have any suggestions for what I could character mask, I would totally take any right now because I can't think of. I mean, I could do Studio Ghibli stuff, which I probably more so need. But
I just went to my channel.
Those are harder to mask because I don't have the best quality videos for those. Let's see. I need my external so I can get all my movies. But yeah. Woohoo! Oh, there it is. I found my stuff. So yeah, I'll start screen sharing once I get the program open and I figure out stuff. Are you still there, Lord?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
Okay. You're fine.
I am.
Oh, we have a request for Avatar.
Ooh,
Avatar.
My specialty.
So Taylor, do you have any characters? Teen Titans. I haven't seen Teen Titans in a long time. It's been a while. It's been a second. I'm leaning towards maybe Avatar because I haven't done any Avatar masks yet.
You know, I'm always down for a good Zuko mask, but that's just because.
Yeah, but Taylor, if you get a clip for me, I can mask it and then you can use it for whatever.
See, but I don't really need any masks at the moment.
Say that you do. Pretend you need one really badly right now.
Okay. Do you want me to like find the clip for you, or just tell you if I tell you what episode it's in? Does that help?
I have some episodes, so I might be able to find one. It depends. Let me see what episodes I have.
Yeah, tell me, and I can probably. I know that show too well. After doing like 5 or 6 videos only of Avatar, too many.
Let me see, because I gotta remember where I saved it. Because I only have like 1 billion files. If I just search Avatar. There it is. I have The Legend of Korra. I know I have all the first season of that. Okay, I have like a bunch of random episodes because I didn't want to use everything for the video I did.
Okay, yeah.
I have like, so all I have is I have them listed by numbers and not by episode name.
Do you want a challenge?
A challenge?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, what kind of challenge?
because the video, that 7 years video I told you I was thinking about making.
Yeah.
Get Zuko to turn into older Zuko, that would be great.
Oh my god.
you asked.
Yeah, I did, and now I'm regretting everything. Venture says also Korra. I like Korra too. Korra might be in better quality.
Well,
there's just no Zuko in Korra. That's, you know.
Zuko isn't Korra, actually.
There's Zuko, but it's old Zuko.
You know,
he's changed.
That doesn't matter. I just unmuted the stream for like 5 seconds, and it's got to be a good 30 or so, 40 seconds behind, but
that's all right. That's all right. I figured there would be like, I tried to see if I could reset the lag, so that would only be like 5 seconds, but it won't let me change it, so.
Yeah, I'm debating if I should work. Well, I guess I don't have your name downloaded yet, so I guess I can't work on that. So, yep, 7 years, I guess it is for me.
Okay. I mean, I could do either a masking of, like, one Zuko or the other. I just don't know. Like, I could probably do them separately. I don't know how to make them morph into one another. Like, well, I guess I do.
Didn't you do that? Didn't you make, like, Patch morph into Pongo?
Yeah, I did that in Photoshop, though.
Oh.
Yeah, I did a Pongo to Patch in Photoshop. So, because it was all still frame. So I did any of my editing in Photoshop, none in After Effects, because it was just a lot easier.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, I found younger Zuko.
You did? That's exciting.
Yeah, episode 27. I just don't know what clip of him you'd necessarily like.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter, though.
My computer is seriously fighting me on the whole streaming and Hangouts and video editing thing. Like,
tell your computer to deal with it.
Like, I can't even get it to play my timeline. It's great. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, all of the younger Zuko ones, like, because it's all colored red, it's gonna be super hard to roto.
Well, not even necessarily young Zuko, like, just going from, like, a 30-year-old to a 60-year-old, so, like, season 3 Zuko, too.
Okay, so, like, do you have, like, an episode number in mind? Maybe I have that episode.
Season 3, anything, because his hair's longer there. Do you have them by number or by name?
I have them by number. So okay, I have, like, 40. I
only have them by name. There's got to be something good in, like, Firebending Masters, whatever number that is. That was a good episode of Avatar. Sorry, this is probably going to turn into a Avatar discussion. Mackenzie, are you still there?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, okay. Now I can.
I don't know why it muted me and, like, shut the whole thing down, but we're back, I think.
It was still streaming for some reason. Yeah, you just weren't.
It's probably having trouble loading with all the billions of things I'm working on, but I closed out of one of the browsers, and so I think I made it freak out, but it'd be okay now.
I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be able to actually edit during this because my computer is not.
It's freaking out. I mean, you could just be here for me, I guess.
Talk about things while you do important things.
Yeah. So in case anybody else comes to the chat, like, if you want to kind of manage the chat.
Oh, yeah, sure. I can do that.
Yeah. So did you have any like clips of Zuko in mind? Because I don't know Avatar as well, because I've only seen it like once or twice through.
Oh, you're so sad.
I'm sorry. Oh, this might be a cool one. Hang on a second. This might be a cool transition one.
Okay.
Not too hard. I think I found one actually.
Did you?
Yeah, he looks off towards the sea. I might start with that one. In like
Maybe
episode
it's because
50.
I'm trying to record too. I think I'm gonna stop recording my screen.
Okay.
It's kind of sad.
And see if you can end up editing and stuff, because I know you. Well, of course.
But then nobody would see it. Oh well.
I mean, we could take turns or whatnot, or I mean, we're only gonna be going probably for another hour safely, say, because I have to get ready and be presentable for people.
No.
I mean, I guess, Nick's family wouldn't really care that much, but I kind of care.
That's
about not looking like I just rolled out of bed.
Can you take turns on a live stream? Like, can you take turns sharing screens on a live stream? Because
I could only decide. I could broadcast whatever you're showing on your screen. It'll probably be laggy, but if like we wanted to show a little bit what I was doing, and then that got boring, we could show whatever you were up to. I think this is all new territory to us, but we're figuring it out.
Okay, I just stopped recording my screen, and I'm gonna see if it'll even let me play through anything.
Okay.
At all. And my computer's running pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Well, we lost people. That might be because we just died on the live stream.
Oh well.
Okay, that's fine. We'll get this figured out. Let's see. I need to make a clip from this video without destroying the original. So how do I do that again? Split clip.
Yeah, it is not having it. Oh, that is so sad.
It's not having it?
No. There's nothing else I can like exit out of too.
Oh, here we go. Trim. That's what I wanted to do.
It's all right. I'll just talk to you and keep you company.
Thanks.
We can have behind the scenes time with with Fire and Legend Wings. It'll be great.
Yes. For future references, for anybody that might watch this, hi, I'm Legend Wings.
I'm the Firebelly or Fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
If we refer to each other by other names, I'm probably Mackenzie or Kenzie.
And I'm Taylor or Lord.
Lord. I kind of prefer Lord a lot, so it might be you might hear me say Lord, and by Lord I mean the Firebelly. I know that makes zero sense, but that is her name to me. The Lord.
Yep.
The one we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I guess we could kind of like ask each other interviewee type questions, since this is at least my first live stream.
Yeah.
And I don't really post a lot of like background stuff of me on my channel ever, because I just don't do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So how did you pick your name?
Well, Legend Wings isn't my original name. My original name was Swiss Cookie. And as a second grader, I thought that was a great name for my cat, and then a great name for my YouTube channel. And so that's who I was for probably the first 5 years of editing. And then I changed to Legend Wings because that's my DBA, or my doing business as, for my book series. And so, I thought it sounded cooler than Swiss Cookie, because I'm not Swiss. I don't know Swiss Cookie. And then Cookie, I didn't feel like described my personality that well.
That's fair.
Like, a lot of people used to call me Cookie when they replied to videos. Yeah, or like when I would Skype people, they'd be like, "Oh, hey, Cookie," and I'm like, I don't feel like that's my name. So I like Legend.
So do you go by then Legend, or do you go by Legend Wings on like Skype?
Oh, sheesh. I mean, Legend probably, because otherwise Legend Wings is a mouthful. And when I tell people it's, oh yeah, my business is Legend Wings, they're like, what does that even mean? So it made sense to me as a 16-year-old then to name my business Legend Wings. I still think it's kind of cool, but I don't know how to explain it. Like legendary tales, like legends on wings kind of thing. I don't know. So yeah. Anyways, how did you come up with your name, Lord?
So in 5th grade, I went to Disney with my parents, and I needed a book to read on the plane because I was always one of those kids who couldn't stop reading. So I read all the time. And so I ended up picking this book, and it was a series, which I didn't know at the time, the Warrior Cat series. If anybody's read them, besides, I know you read them.
Ooh, I started up again.
Did you? Oh, I'm so proud.
Yeah.
So I started reading those, and I think I got the first book before the flight, and I read it during the flight, and then by the time we got there to Florida, I think we bought the 2nd and 3rd book, and I think I read them over that vacation too. So it's just a series that I've kind of grown up with, and I've read I read it in 5th grade, and they're still writing books. So it's a book series that I've kind of grown up with, and I don't want to say shaped me into who I am, because that's not really true, but I mean, it makes you think about things, because I don't know. Anyway, so all the characters in that book, they have 2-syllable nature-sounding names like Firestar, Brambleclaw, Tigerclaw, all 2-sounding names. And so there was this forums that I'm actually still on, different forums though, because the original ones just got shut down last August.
It's a shame.
I know, it was a shame. We were also mad. So there was this forum that I went on, and I was like trying to find an original name that would fit within the parameters of this 2-syllable nature-sounding name, and nothing I picked worked until I was like, well, geez, why don't I just try like Firebelly? And then that worked, and so now I'm stuck as the Firebelly, which makes it sound like I have like really bad heartburn. So
I love it.
Yeah, so then I was a Firebelly there, and then when I went on YouTube, I wasn't originally going to make any videos or anything, but just to watch things. I was like, well, what am I going to put my name as? And I was like, well, I bet nobody's used Firebelly, and sure enough.
For sure.
Yeah, so that's how that came about.
Wow. Good story.
So yeah, if you go on the Warriors forums now, if you want or don't want, you'll find me still, the Firebelly.
Okay, random question for you, Lord. If you check the live stream now, can you see me screen sharing?
This live stream is really laggy, so I don't know.
Okay, give it a sec. I should be live streaming just the After Effects page. You can probably see it from Google Hangouts. But I just want to see. Oh wait. If I say present to everyone.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, cool. I am screen sharing and presenting to everyone now. So this is how I do maskings. You missed the first part of it because I thought I was screen sharing, but I'm not. And so if you see my screen, Lord, at the bottom I went up to, layer, new, and solid, and I made the green screen background. And so that's what I put at the bottom layer, because these are layers here. And then above it I put the Zuko masking, which is the file name I chose for this clip that I found of Zuko looking off into the distance.
Oh, that's so
I thought that would make a cool transition thing.
Oh yeah.
So either what I could do is I could completely cut them out. This is option number 1, have all the background removed. Possibly I could try to set it so it starts off with the background there and then the background fades to green. But the problem with that is when you're green screening, then you're going to pull from the trees.
Right.
So what I might opt to do is just remove everything, and then if you wanted to treat it like that, you could place them right over top of the scene.
Well, could you do a red background? Because it wouldn't really like a bright red background. Because then I think it would still work with.
It would still pull from his scar and his robe, I think.
What about because you can't do blue, can't do green. Gosh dang it, Zuko.
Yeah. He complicates things. I could do pink, but it might pull from his skin because it's just all these variables.
Right. Okay.
So I might just remove everything, and then if you want to make it look a certain way, you might just try to have to layer things, which makes me think of, let me check my composition settings, make sure that they're not, yeah, we're square pixels now, which is good because I had it set to widescreen the last thing I made for you, and that's what caused all our problems. So we're at square pixels.
And
at least all my problems, all my grievances. All the problems. Okay. And so what I do for this project, there is a tool up here called the Roto Brush tool. And I click on that. And I click on his head. And so it's created this little brush for me. Whoa, hang on a second. This is trickier to do. I'm trying to remember, hang on a second, how to make my brush a bigger size. Well, because this outline in pink is what's going to get masked.
Okay.
I might just have to change the brush size over here because I'm pretty sure it's like a 2-finger like key command kind of thing. But I hate to mess with that all the time. Propagation, search radius. Is that my size? That's that. Sorry I'm taking so long to figure this out again. It's been a little while. Search radius. That's just area searching though. I don't necessarily need that. Edge, feather contrast, brush matte. Well, might just have to roll with this smaller because it's like a 0.1 size right now. So what I'm doing is basically I want him to be the thing that's outlined in pink. And so I'm checking and making sure that that's what it's focused on. And then I'll go in and I'll kind of try to clean up some of the edges. Well, I like it because when I hit spacebar then, it'll show me kind of like the back
like what the mask is like.
Yeah. So then I'll be able to, by holding down Alt or Option, I can remove some of that area. Or by just regular clicking and dragging, I can add. And so I kind of go, and the first frame's usually the trickiest or longest because you're setting boundaries for the program to kind of recognize. And after that, it shouldn't be as hard as long as I can remember how to do it right, because it should be able to pick up everything else, no problem. As you can see, I have a very poor quality avatar clip.
Yeah, mine's not very good either.
I don't think any of them are very good unless you found the DVDs to rip from. So it's just going to be what it's going to be. And it doesn't have to be perfectly smooth either to look nice, because what I'll do later is I'll use a matte to refine the edges. And by softening those edges, a lot of times you can make it look better. Like the one I did for your part where I had the wolf man, because you probably haven't watched Wolf Children, right?
Nope.
The guy from Wolf Children, I didn't necessarily make, like, the fluff of his coat wasn't, like, super clean when I roto-masked it, but because I did sort of the matte effect layer onto it, it cleaned it up enough that nobody knew that it was, like, terribly done.
It wasn't terribly done. Nothing you do is terribly done.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. You're too
My computer's working. That's exciting.
That's a good thing.
I mean, like, it's gonna play through my timeline now.
Oh, good.
All right.
Okay, so I think I have him pretty well masked. It only looks pink because that's part of this tool. It'll be green later in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, so then what I have to do is I slowly search at this bar here, and I'm loading each part. And what's nice here is because he moves pretty gradually, I shouldn't have to do a lot of changes. So you see here, if you watch, if it's not too long of a lag, between these frames, his hair moves. And so the pink line's moving with it because it's recognizing what I want captured. However,
that's handy.
However, there are some spots like his hair here that I'll want to come in and clean up to get more of. It might not want to. There it goes. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just a little bit of a cleanup so that it's not very obvious that his hair's been cut short or like that's missing something.
Give him a little trim.
Little trim. Like here, I can get rid of some of the sky here. And here I want But for right now, because there's such a difference between the character and the background, he's a lot easier to mask. Whereas had I did one of the scenes from his past where everything was kind of a pink and red and golden hue, it was going to be a lot of work. Then I realized that when I did Aku, the dragon, for the same part I was talking about earlier, is he was the devil to try to cut out from his background because his cream colors matched a lot with the brown background. And because the movie itself wasn't that great a quality anyway. Let me see. Hang on a second. Gotta decide. What is this shirt doing here? Because the pixels are such,
so beautiful. I think we just lost Mackenzie again. At least she dropped off of my thing. Sad. So welcome to everybody that's in the chat. If you can hear me or can't hear me, that's great. I can't hear Mackenzie. She could be talking right now for all I know. Let's see if we can get her back. Gotta love technology, right? Oh, she was back for like 0.2 seconds. So yeah, if you have any questions for either of us. Mackenzie, are you
I'm back now. What the heck?
Okay, I feel like your computer's not enjoying
It's not a fan of what I'm doing, but it's going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, so anyway, I was just saying that if anybody watching or not watching has any questions, they can put them in the chat.
Yeah. Let's see, Venture's still there. Huh? Venture responded to you. He's still there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if you're a guy or a girl.
So
my general response, of course, I should say a lot in the Animash community just because there are so many female editors. I usually say she.
This is true.
But
it's kind of weird that it's that way. You think it would be more, I don't know, are there more? I don't know, maybe not. I would think there'd be about an even split or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's more guys that I've recognized, more recently. And there's some of the bigger names out there, too, like Alpha Wolf Cody.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody that got me into editing, especially into the newer style I've been trying to do with a lot of maskings and stuff, is kind of inspired by what he's done in the past.
That's true.
And also, oh gosh, Vex My Angel's a guy, too.
Really?
And he does really great work.
I didn't know that. I don't know if I knew that or not.
Didn't know that? I didn't know that until recently either.
So I probably didn't know that. Oh, no, wait, I think you told me.
Did I? Okay. Okay, so now I gotta fix more of Zuko's hair. His little hair tufts here that don't want to stay good quality. It gets all pixelated. I should be wearing my glasses right now because then maybe my head wouldn't start hurting like it does now, but I have to get up and find a glasses cloth to clean them. And that doesn't work.
That's too much work.
That's too much work. Like, masking a character for 2 hours isn't too much work, but getting up to find something is too much work.
Oh, definitely. Because that involves much more physical effort.
That is true.
You have to, like, stand up and walk over.
That is true. Can you think of any more questions we could answer? Because what I'm doing right now is kind of boring, I think, anyway.
Yeah, so how did you get into video editing?
Okay, way back in the day, and by that I mean like 8 years ago, I started video editing with Windows Movie Maker, and it was mostly just like slideshow sort of stuff. So I would find pictures of like warrior cats or of like other things from book series I was reading, or I was even finding like songs that I like to listen to at the time and adding text to it, making like what I thought was a really good lyric video. And that's kind of how I started anyway with Windows Movie Maker and just editing in general. It was probably a year or so later that I discovered Animash, or the Animash community, and I don't exactly for sure remember the first video I saw, but one of the earliest videos I remember I saw was a video by Alpha Wolf Cody, and it was a New Year's mashup that he did. I was just completely astounded by the work he did, because I'm pretty sure he worked in Sony Vegas. I'm pretty sure he did. And he cut out all these different characters from all my favorite Disney movies and had them interact with each other. And I was just so astounded that, like, how do you cut out a movie character, and how do you make them interact with each other, and, like, how you make those backgrounds, and how you match stuff to music like that. And so I was just so intrigued by the idea that I started to find ways to get copies of Disney movies. So the first one I found was Lion King 2, because it was my favorite at the time. And I recorded it with hyper camera, like, so it was screen recorded from different parts of a YouTube video. I had found somebody had posted it on YouTube forever ago. And so when you go back and you watch my first AMV, as I called it, it's The Lion King 2, and it has hypercam recording in the corner.
Oh, the unregistered hypercam 2 or whatever?
Yep, and it's super laggy and super pixelated. It's terrible quality. But that was the first that kind of video that I did, and I was super proud of it at the time. Of course.
Of course, yeah.
But since then, I've learned a little bit more.
A little bit. Yeah, okay. A lot of it's more like it. You're so good at it now. Gosh dang it, we lost her again. So what's happening, for those who don't know, is Mackenzie's computer is freaking out because she's streaming, editing, and doing Google Hangouts all on one computer, which is, you know, a lot for any poor computer to do. It's a problem. We also don't really, this is our first live stream. We're not really, we don't really know what we're doing. So I'm sure she will be back in a brief moment. As for people wondering what I'm working on, I'm having problems recording it and editing, so I probably won't have, I probably won't put this up on my channel, but I'm working on another Avatar video. This one isn't a, it's not a Hamilton or a Dear Evan Hansen video. It's just a music video. I somehow hit gold with the Dear Evan Hansen Hamilton videos. At least for me, they've all gotten over 1,000 views, except for my recent one. But that one I only released yesterday, so that one hasn't. Oh, is she back?
I'm back now.
You're back!
Yeah, so I'm gonna need you to, like, say randomly, like, you can either message me or whatever.
Oh, did you not know you were out?
Yeah, I never know. It doesn't tell me when I'm out.
My bad. Okay, yeah, I can do that.
So if you just say, like, gone or something like that, it's probably the screen share that's making us drop. But I'm gonna keep screen sharing. Just let me know if I drop. So you've probably missed most of this conversation.
Probably.
Because I've just been going on forever about what I use. Hopefully it's picked it up. If not, I mean, I can answer it again later. But basically I was just talking about what editing programs I've used in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Graduating from Windows Movie Maker to Premiere. And I used Premiere almost all of, I used Premiere all of high school while I had a Windows computer. And then when I bought my Mac, after my first semester of college is actually when I got Final Cut from Rachel.
Really? It was that long ago? I could have sworn you had it in high school.
No, it was just then, actually.
Wow.
So I've only been using Final Cut for only like 3 years or so. Yeah. So that's basically what I've used. Since then, I've learned a little bit of Adobe Premiere, not the Premiere Elements, but like the nice CC version.
Yeah.
And I do like that too. I just don't, like, because it's so customizable, I don't know a lot of the effects or how to create stuff yet, because I haven't played around with it a lot. But if I want to do like simple edits, I usually just go to there. because Final Cut likes to have a lot of spasms, you know, if I create too many projects there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I feel that.
And I just started using After Effects. I started officially like editing with it actually just in March. For, you know, I mean, I did start some masking stuff slightly before then, but it was like I used it once or twice, maybe in like December.
Yeah.
To try to learn the program because I had to know it for class and creating my typography project. So that's when I picked up After Effects more as like I knew what I was doing kind of thing. Was just recently in March. So yeah. So why don't you tell me a little bit about how you got into Animash?
Yeah,
that was
okay.
your real question.
As if you don't
and then
know.
kind of go into like your editing process throughout, like what programs you've used and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I started because I watched your videos, which you know. For those who don't know, we went to school together for 4 years.
Well, for 3 years, but you know.
Oh yeah,
because we're not in the same grade, but
right. 3 years felt like longer. Just
kidding. Sheesh! Ouch! Ouch! Thanks, friend.
Yep, you're welcome. And so my first video editor was, I don't even remember what it's called, but it was this really like sketchy one that I downloaded off the internet. That was actually, now that I think about it, pretty similar. It was pretty much a combination of Adobe Elements and Final Cut. It was about as user-friendly as Adobe Elements, but it had more of the style of Final Cut. And that program, as much as I, you know, had problems with it, the one thing that I did like about it was it had this feature where you could take a clip and zoom it, and you could zoom it out, and it would slow down or speed up to however, like to exactly fit that spot. And so that was one thing I really missed when I switched over to Adobe Elements, because you had to actually guess, you know, and then crop down and type it in and get it like perfect instead of it doing it for you. But so then I switched to Adobe Elements 8, right? Was it 8? Maybe? Which is the one that Mackenzie actually gave me the disc.
That was 7, I think.
Was it 7? Oh, wow. So yeah, it did not like my computer. All the videos I did with that, you can tell that I did it with Adobe because there were no effects on it at all. Because anytime I tried to put any effects on anything, it would crash on me. So that didn't happen very well. So my videos then were all really basic and just kind of crossfades and very simple. I think I did a lot of my videos from that time were like Love Never Dies footage and Titanic. And I might have done my first series, actually. I did my first series with Adobe Elements. I did a Lion King, Prince of Egypt crossover series. And I think I did all of the songs. No, there's a couple songs I missed. But that's still, I think, a playlist on my channel. You should check it out. Shameless self-promo. And then after that, I switched over to Final Cut because there was nothing I could do with Adobe Elements, at least. So I switched over to Final Cut at the beginning, like right before my freshman year of college. So 2 years ago? Yeah, right about 2 years ago. Is when I switched over to Final Cut. And that was when I went through my phase of throw all effects on it at once. Because I was so excited that I could do effects that my first few videos are just like, bam, effect, bam, effect, bam, effect. Yeah, and we did a beta battle. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah, that was a good one, actually. I liked that one, how that turned out.
Yeah, so yeah, it was bad for me. It was good for you. Your part was really good.
I was just so into it. I was not gonna go easy on you. Like no,
I know.
Like I thought I was like, okay, so Rachel blew, 97 Blue Flame, and I did a beta battle for Blue, the song Blue by
yeah.
And I was just like, oh, I'm gonna try to be creative and like, because not to say I was cocky or anything, but I just been editing for longer than she had been.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do like simpler stuff because I didn't know what level she was at yet. I'm like, let's just make sure the playing field's pretty even.
Blew you out of the water.
And she completely blew me out of the water and completely outvoted me. Not that it's about the votes, it's about the editing and the fun you have and the kind of collaboration stuff. But I'm like, I could have actually tried to do some of my better editing skills and improved as an editor by having her push me to be better. But instead, I chose the easy route out. And so I'm like, I'm not going to let that happen again. So
it was like, I'm looking at my channel now, and it was the 3rd video I had ever done with Final Cut.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first video I had ever done with text in the video. And so I was just playing
Taylor's
around.
favorite thing, by the way, is adding text.
If you notice, a lot of my videos don't have text. And it's mainly because I just don't feel like I'm very good at it. I feel like it's not my strong suit in any way, shape, or form, so I just don't really do it that much. But so it was my first video with text. It was my 3rd video with the program. And I'm sitting here, and I think for considering what it was not bad.
Yeah.
Considering, my 3rd video, first with text, I was pretty proud of it at the time. And I just remember finishing it and being like, wow, that was such a great video. It's so good, blah, 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 blah. And then I sent it to you, and then you put yours in, and then I watched I don't remember who was first in the video, but I watched mine, and then I watched yours, and I was just like, oh no, what have I done? Yeah. And then since then, I feel like I've kind of gotten more into the quote-unquote Animash YouTuber thing. I've done a few collabs, 2 MEPs now, a butt ton of Avatar videos.
Just a couple, at least.
Just a couple. It's really not that many. It feels like more than it's been. It's only 5, but it feels like it's been like 20 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then a few crack videos, which are fun. You need to make some crack videos.
So I've made a couple of Ladybug crack videos and some other crack videos in the past. I am just not as good at it as you are. Like, I don't have enough memory recall to like, oh, this part would fit really good with this random sound bit.
Like, I'm an awful person. My Death Note crack video, oh my gosh.
You're so mean. So mean, but so wonderful at the same time. That is not Zuko's nose, that is Sky.
He doesn't need a nose.
He doesn't.
Noses are for poor people.
I mean, he's already lost basically an eye. He doesn't need a nose.
Yeah, so yeah, that's basically that. I've done so what was your favorite video you've ever done then?
Oh my lord.
Of all your videos.
Of all my videos, for the longest time I was really proud of my Hey Juliet video. Because that's one of the few videos that I actually created where I took zero inspiration from any other editors. Like, it was all me, all of my ideas. And I tried not to watch other people's Hey Juliet videos because I didn't want to be inspired by anybody else. I wanted to be from me specifically. And that's kind of because I was making a video for my crush. And I wanted to be original and impress him with my Disney video editing skills because that's attractive.
That's how you impress a guy.
And so, to be honest, it didn't work on him because he didn't understand what it was. Like, the video was, like, he requested the song too, and so he didn't understand what it all was supposed to mean. And so, I didn't get him then, but we're dating now, and we've been dating for 3 years. So, I eventually got him. It got him.
It took forever.
He got the message eventually, but it took all of high school. And me actually talking to him and asking him out. So
I'm so proud of you and all your achievements.
Thanks. But yeah, I was proudest of that for a long time, and I still am fairly proud of it. It's just I wish some of the video quality in it was better, and that like I had tightened up some of the editing. But I'm relatively proud in my ability to, edit for myself, because a lot of times I'm inspired by other people. Not to say that I copy them, but I like that style. I want to try to replicate a style like that kind of inspired. What else? I mean, I'd have to go back through my episode list. If you go to my YouTube page, I actually have a playlist titled Best Videos, and that's some of the work that I'm more proud of. And also some of the work that's received more attention that I'm more popular with. So, hey, Juliet, I really liked the video I did recently of Amazing Grace. This is my song.
That one's amazing.
I really liked how the voiceovers worked on it, and some of them just came together so beautifully. Like, I couldn't have planned it better because I didn't plan it. I was lining stuff up, and I'm like, wait a second. This quote from Lion King, or this quote from The Little Prince works perfectly with Lion King. And then, like, this quote from, this other show works perfectly with Harry Potter. And, like,
yeah, that's a good one. And so I guess I haven't watched that one since it came out, but I remember it was like one of my favorite ones.
So I guess I could say I've been really proud of, in general, the voiceovers I've done.
Oh yeah,
because those, I think I would consider I'm not terrible at doing voiceovers. That I think is.
Oh, she's gone again. Sad. So yeah, for those of us who are new in the chat, Mackenzie's been having problems with her computer. It's been crashing when she's been editing.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Never mind.
So is it just me that's dropping? Are you still live streaming? You guys?
I'm watching the live stream, and so yes, I am still in. You're just dropping.
Okay. Well, at least something's going on. So I'm just glad not both of us drop.
No, yeah, I've been kind of filling in random words.
I appreciate that.
Like, oh yeah, let's just talk about something else.
Okay, well that's fine. That works. So a lot of people probably missed then my talk earlier, but it's probably not that important. I've edited with a lot of stuff, and the stuff I have now is better. So, what were we just talking about? Oh, favorite videos and voiceovers. Yeah. So. I think because I don't have to follow specific lyrics to a song, and if I can find like an Audio Machine song or something like that and kind of create my own lyrics through the voiceovers, I have more freedom and can decide on the emotion of the song or like the intent of the song. And so I think I'm sometimes better with that, but it does take a lot more work to put that together.
You're good at it though. I mean,
thank you.
Dang.
Thanks. And then anything I've done in After Effects so far, I'm super proud of.
Oh yeah, your After Effects stuff is good too.
I have been astounded because those are the style of videos I've always wanted to do, but Final Cut and Premiere have never cut it for me. I'm like, I just don't understand why this doesn't work and why I can't, use a camera tool of some sorts. And as soon as I figured out After Effects and threw the part for Vex My Angel together, because I did the lyric video before then for the Moana song You're Welcome for a class project. Oh, yeah, and once I figured out the camera tool and that, was able to apply it to Who Lives, Who Dies, and then also for the part I did for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's just come so much more naturally to me. And not that I work a lot faster with it, because if anything, I'm a lot slower with After Effects, because there are just so many things I can do to it, and that I experiment with a lot and have to resize and re-render. Because After Effects in itself is not meant to be like an all-out video editing program. It's meant to be like in effects editing and like composition stuff. But I still very much enjoy it for a video editing program. So yeah. Yep. So what's been some of your favorite work that you've done?
I have to go back to my channel because I can't
figure it out.
What have I done?
All the hard questions you've created for yourself.
My favorite video that I guess that I've probably done, I really like my Dancing with a Wolf video. The only problem with that is, you remember, it took me forever to get it up because it kept getting copyright claims, and so I tried to put it on, I think it was Vimeo, and it got copyright claimed there. And so I ended up putting it on my channel, but it's at like 200%. So you have to speed it or slow it down to 50% on the side, which is fine. And the video doesn't lose any quality, but the song, like the sound does. And so that's like, I can't even stand to watch it on my own channel because the video quality or the sound quality is so bad.
Yeah.
I really like that one. That one, I actually put that one together rather quickly. And I think that's, out of my videos, the one that has come from like the heart more than the head more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like that one was more of like a vent, emotional, like instead of actually getting angry, I'm going to make a video.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, it's just a different style. Instead of like, oh, well, I need to match up these words, so I'm going to find the perfect clip. And this works here, and this works here. Very analyzed and logical and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that one's probably the one I like a lot. I like the thumbnail for that one a lot too, even though it's not really that fancy. The one that I was surprised that people like so much, and I also like my Dare You to Move Dead Poet Society one. That's a good one. And out of my Avatar ones, I'd say, because I've done 5 Avatar videos now, I think my Wait For It one's my favorite.
Yeah, that is a very good one.
I think that one's my favorite. And
out of the Hamilton ones, at least.
Yeah.
That's your favorite of mine, so Wait For It.
And then probably Sincerely Me.
Yes.
And then probably Satisfied.
So good. So good. You should go check out that video, viewers, if you haven't seen that yet.
Which one?
Go to the TheFirebelly channel, and you need to watch Sincerely Me. Even if you don't know Dear Evan Hansen that well, you will still immensely enjoy it.
You're going to be very confused.
I don't think you'll be confused. I think you will just be laughing so hard about, Azula being hot and Zuko and Aang being gay for each other. I think it'll be a good time.
Oh, great. Yeah, so that's a good one. If you're sharing screens with me, you're not. I don't know.
Oh, right. I lost you. I disappeared. But I realized that because you stopped talking.
Makes sense.
I forgot to start sharing screens again. Hang on a second. I'm sharing screens again. I'm almost done with this, I think, which is good because we got like 20 minutes until I have to go. But
yeah, so I think my least favorite of the Avatar Hamilton ones, somehow this became an Avatar Hamilton discussion, but I think my least favorite one is Who Tells Your Story? Because I finished it and showed it to Mackenzie. I showed it to you and Kaylee. And Kaylee goes, isn't there a video that's really similar to that? And I'm like, wait, what? And then I found it, and I've watched it, and I'm like, gosh, dang it. And the problem is, like, there's only so, Avatar is only so long, and there's only so many clips of, like Katara holding a child, or, this, that, and the other thing, or Zuko and Aang together, because he's only with the group for, like, 6 episodes.
Right.
So there's a lot of things that are different about the video, but there's also a lot of things that are pretty similar. And there's been a couple times where I've gotten comments where people are like, you stole this video! And I'm like, no, I didn't.
I didn't know it existed. I'm sorry.
I didn't. And so I think Kaylee actually told me it was very similar about, I think I was like 2/3 of the way through, maybe. I wasn't completely done. And I went back and I took out some of the clips that I knew were very similar and that I could find a replacement for. So that helped a little bit, but I mean, they are very similar. And so I think because of that, it's my least favorite because it just kind of feels stolen, even if it's not.
Yeah, I get you.
But sad.
I get you.
Let's see, other questions.
Other questions? We'll have to look up like a list of questions.
Questions to ask.
Unless there's any questions in the chat, but
there are not
currently.
Yeah, there are not currently.
If anybody is watching this that's the stream's not live right now, if they're watching it after we've streamed and you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Probably not long after. I'm usually not far from my computer, so
yeah, same. You can either leave a comment here, and I'm sure Mackenzie will let me know, or you can message me your comment on one of my videos. I pretty much check those pretty regularly.
Yeah, so if we don't catch you now, we'll catch you later, kind of thing. So yeah. I mean, we'll have to do this again sometime too. Definitely with Rachel. And anybody's wondering who Rachel is, that's the popular girl in our group. That's That's 97 Blue Flame. Or
Miss, I have over 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. She is just phenomenal at what she does.
She really is.
So good. And it's been astounding to see because, I'm the first person to edit out of the group, but once Rachel discovered editing, she progressed so much faster than I ever did while learning to edit. So
I started last, so that's my excuse for being the worst. Because I started last.
My goodness. We just all have our different,
that's true,
niches. So, Rachel's really good at very technical stuff and effects.
And live action. She's really good at live action.
And live action. Live action is, one of her specialties. Then I would say I'm pretty good at anything, After Effects necessary, maskings or, character interaction stuff like that. And then voiceovers. And then Taylor's super, super good at all of her spoofs.
I'm just the one who doesn't do anything seriously. You
are the spoof master.
Yeah, I'll take that. Hey, Mackenzie. I think you're gone. Gosh dang it. Oh, I was going to ask a question. Oh, now we got to wait for her to come back. Anyway, when Mackenzie does come back, if she is back. Are you back?
God. I was just saying that Dan and Phil are live streaming, so we're going to lose all our viewers now.
All of them. Gosh dang it, Dan and Phil. Or Amazon Phil and Phil Lester. Hey, Mackenzie.
Yes.
Why don't you tell our lovely viewers, present and future, about a collab that we're working on?
Oh my goodness, this amazing collab that's just so amazing. I don't know how to start it. That collab?
Yeah, that collab that you haven't sent me any parts for and I'm done.
Come on. Okay. So Taylor because Rachel and I have usually hosted collabs in the past, and that's just because we had been a little bit more experienced with compiling stuff, and so it was just easier to say okay, Rachel's in charge, okay, Mackenzie's in charge. But this time around, we wanted to do another collab this year.
So they pinned it on me.
Yes, and so we pinned it on Taylor because it's her turn. She's graduated. We know she can do it. And so we're like, okay, you need to put this collab together. We don't know what we're doing now. And she's like, great. What am I supposed to do about that? And we said, you need to create, and this was the biggest mistake Rachel and I have ever made. It was Taylor, you need to come up with a list of rules for us to follow.
So I did. I came up with this okay, so the whole premise of this thing is we picked an instrumental song, and we cut the song into 22 parts. 22, instrumental parts. And we're all doing voiceovers for those 22 parts. And then I put it all together, recut it, and so now there's 11 parts that we're doing video on top of. Well, so in order to have a cohesive story from beginning to end, I made a whole storyline. I'm like, okay, this is what parts are going to go here, 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 and here. Which, little did I know, wasn't what they wanted me to do, but I did it anyway, so.
It's not like we didn't want you to do that, but I think the hardest rule has been, for me anyways, is TV shows only.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just because I have had some experience working with TV shows, any of the TV shows I watch regularly that aren't anime, Rachel and Taylor also watch, and so I am trying to limit myself to not editing with Avatar. Maybe a little bit with Korra because Taylor doesn't do as much of that. But then I also watch Voltron and My Little Pony, and Rachel's like, "Oh, I'll do those." I was like, "Okay."
Thanks.
So Taylor, animes are TV shows, so I need to use those now. So Pokemon, Toradora, whatever else I could find. I did use a little bit of My Little Pony, but just the newer episodes, because I know Rachel's not past season 4 right now. She's really far behind. So
I mean, the only reason I said animated TV shows, and the worst part is I said 2D animated, so you couldn't even use Ladybug.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's fine though. It's gonna look better aesthetically, I think, not jumping between the two.
Right. And I also wanted it to be, I thought if we did animated movies, I'd end up doing Lion King, Rachel do, I don't know, something else that's very iconic, and you do, I don't know, like Lion King 2 or something else simple.
Yeah.
Or used at least, and it'd be very, like, you know, everybody'd be using remember who you are and all the, like, super iconic stuff. Where at least from Avatar and My Little Pony and Voltron and Korra and stuff, even if you do use the iconic stuff, it's not really that iconic. Because not, you know, if people don't watch Avatar religiously, they don't know that this line I'm using is super iconic. Or plus then you have way more voice to choose from, because now you have 3 or 4 seasons of something as opposed to just 2 hours.
Right.
So that was the thought. It didn't really work. You got the short end of the stick there. It worked out well for me.
Yeah, because Taylor's done.
I'm done.
Taylor's all done. Yeah, and so I have started it technically. Oh, that's the other show I pulled from was, okay, so the show I used to be most into, aside from Power Rangers, because, you know, I am a 22-year-old girl stuck in a 8-year-old boy's body. Or other way around. I'm an 8-year-old boy stuck in a 22-year-old girl's body. And so I used to watch a lot of Power Rangers, but the other show I used to watch a lot of was American Dragon Jake Long. And so I'm like, oh, Dante Bosco, the voice of Zuko, is also the voice of Jake, the dragon. I'm like, that'll be great. I'll put those two together and, like, have some old memories. It's going to be a good time. And I went back and watched the episodes I've downloaded, so I knew what I had to edit with. And oh my God, that is the most cringy thing that's probably come out of Disney during that time period.
I never watched American Dragon Jake Long. I don't know why. I feel like in my mind it was in competition with Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
And because, you know, they're both about a guy who can turn into something that's not a guy. So,
yeah, that is very true. They are very similar shows.
And Jake Long was Disney, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Danny Phantom was Nickelodeon. So I would argue that they were the counterparts for their respective networks.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know if they were out at the same time. I feel like they were. Anyway, so I think I was more of a Team Danny Phantom, and that was just like what all the kids were watching in school.
Yeah.
My class was definitely more of a Nickelodeon class than a Disney Channel class. So I definitely didn't watch a lot of Disney Channel.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, we used to play Danny Phantom at recess, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was always Jazz because everyone was like, you're too preppy to be Sam. Guess who showed them wrong?
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
You switched it around a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't cool enough to be Sam, or they thought I was too preppy to be Sam.
I can't imagine you being preppy. That just sounds like an oxymoron. Lord is preppy.
Yeah, sorry. Those wondering, I'm not like goth or anything. I just wear a lot of black. It happens.
It just suits her. Suits her soul.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm also just a side note, I say a lot of mean things and I never mean them. So that's
okay. Let's tell them about the one time. The first, so maybe the second year I've known her, so Mackenzie, so maybe my junior year of high school, Mackenzie's senior year, maybe. Mm-hmm. We were in band and we were friends, but I don't think we were all that close yet.
Not terribly close. We didn't get closer till I graduated, I would say. Probably.
Yeah, I would argue a little bit junior year, but then...
Yeah.
So anyway, we weren't all that terribly close. We were friends, but we weren't like BFFs, let's do a live stream together, friends.
Right.
And I go, Mackenzie grabs my hands and goes, oh, your hands are cold. And then she pauses and goes, just like your heart. And I was like, oh, okay.
So I say a lot of really mean crap like that, but generally the more joking I am and mean to a person that way, it generally means I like you and feel a connection with you. Oh, Alex here.
Yeah, he was.
I just checked the chat. Hi, Alec.
I've been on the chat. He was. I think he left now, though.
Alec.
Sad.
Alec. Maybe we'll get Alec to join us sometime, too. Be a good time.
Yeah. We're actually editing tomorrow. In theory. He's we're working on a collab too.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm messaging him and telling
him
to
you're
get
fine.
back on.
You're fine.
We're potentially working on a collab tomorrow too. So I've got your collab that's going on, my collab with him. Yeah, but I'm done with that one. But I still gotta, put it all together. So that's a thing. So I got that. I got the one that's going on with him, which is going to be a song from the Death Note musical. If anyone has heard the Death Note musical, it's going to be great. I'm doing live action stuff for sure. I know he said he wanted to use Prince of Egypt. I don't know if he's doing only animated movies. Ah, what was that?
That was Adobe After Effects saying, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to send this to you, and you're probably going to think it looks awful. But let me know if you're able to use it easily. Let me find it again.
I probably won't think it looks awful because nothing you do looks awful.
It's not, because it's so pixelated, so the lines aren't super clean, even with the matte. But it might have to do for now. Okay, maskings. Billion maskings. I should probably, at some point, like if I were to get to, let's say 800 subscribers. When I get to 800 subscribers, I will release all the current maskings that I have made.
Oh, wow, that's a thing.
I will say that.
You want to release them to me anyway?
Well, yeah, release them to the public as a whole. Yeah. Because I've used maskings from other people. And so I feel like because I've used maskings from other people, it's my duty to share.
I use maskings from other people, but I don't know how to make my own.
Why isn't this not letting me drag and drop this file to you?
I don't know.
For messengers. Zuko 1. Okay.
Oh,
I see why. I bet you I know why. Hang on a second.
I'm already at 214 subs, which is nice.
Whoa.
I know. I went up 14
you do that?
subs. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. It
What? Oh.
Sent you. Let me send MOVs.
Okay.
Let's check the beach.
Oh, I didn't realize I left the sound on either, but that's okay.
Ooh, sound. That's fine. I can get rid of sound.
It's not, but that's okay.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for my new collab with Alec. Master Hearts. Oh, shoot. I don't even know what the Roman numeral is because I can't read Roman numerals. I know he does quick self-promo for him, or quick promo for him because I haven't promoted anybody else. I think he does Let's Plays, video game Let's Plays. I don't really know. Yeah, you should check him out too if you're into that type of thing. Anyway, promo done. No, yeah, I'm kind of surprised by him actually because considering he doesn't have a program, he does not have a even somewhat decent program. He has this sketchy one that he got off the internet. But he's done 2 MVP parts for me. 2? 1? 1. No, because he wasn't in my first one, so he's only done 1 MVP part for me. But I have a student. It's very exciting.
Woo! The student has become the master.
Yeah, great. Except for I'm still a student, so not so much.
You're still an apprentice, but that's okay.
Yeah, well,
you're working up your way. You've already gotten your official warrior name from StarClan, but
thanks.
But okay, so I restarted reading Warriors, and by restart I mean I discovered through the noodlers that a lot of the books are posted online in PDF format. And so I started the next series, which is about Squirrel Flight and Bramble Stars kits.
Oh, you started oh yeah, I'm in that series.
That one, yeah. So
man, that series has
I'm only halfway through it right now because it's painful to read because it's so bad. The writing is terrible. Story ideas aren't necessarily as bad, but
right.
It's not what it was when I read it in 6th grade. So And I still enjoy, like, I was watching, what's her name? Jinja Ninja Ray. She has a lot of animation stuff and comic book stuff and drawing, and I enjoy watching her live streams. And I kind of like the way she put it is that she's not necessarily a Warriors fan anymore, but she's a fan of the fandom. And so I could kind of agree, like, I don't see myself getting really back into the books. I'm curious to see what the storylines have been, and I'll probably just wiki the rest of them and kind of see what's happened to characters.
Honestly, though, the last book they put out, I don't remember what it's called. It had one of the biggest plot twists in it. And,
really?
Yeah, and because it was such a big plot twist, it was kind of unbelievable, if that makes sense.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you if you're still going to read it.
I might still.
But it was, like, the darkest Warriors book I think I've ever read.
Really?
Besides maybe Darkest Hour, because that one was also no, that one was
It was the last one of the 4th series was very dark, in my opinion.
Which one is that?
Anything with the Dark Forest has been very dark. And that's not just because it's the Dark Forest.
Okay, well, this one's not the Dark Forest, but I mean, so many people die. Cats die.
Yeah.
Or not even die, just get blinded for no reason. Or
great. Good.
Taken hostage and murdered. And
I think they've run out of stories to tell, so they're just like, what terrible things can we do to these poor animals now?
Well, I mean, there was this one, so basic premise, I don't know how far you are in the books, but basic premise is that Shadow Clan gets taken over by these loners. And so these cats, when they realize that they don't like the loners and they want to go back to normal Shadow Clan, they try and go find the leader. So when they say they're like, we're going to go find Rowan Star and it's going to be great. Well, so then they leave. Well, then later in the book, you find out that they didn't leave. They were taken hostage, but they made them look like they left, and that's why nobody's been looking for them. But they're actually, like, all dead.
Great.
And so it's just a very... I still haven't gotten the thing you sent.
So, like, I haven't gotten to that, but that's fine, because I'm not too worried about spoiler stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you the big plot twist.
They just left for the quest for Sky Clan, basically, and Needlepaw shows up from Shadow Clan. To be honest, when the prophecy first comes up in the first couple of chapters, or even in the prologue, it shows up. It's like shadows and sky and clear the sky. And I'm like, I'm gonna place a bet right now that Sky Clan's showing up and that Shadow Clan has problems. I'm just like, those are gonna be the clans we're gonna focus on. And
that is pretty much
lo and behold.
Which is kind of nice because there's not really any other books that focus on Shadow Clan really. Because I mean, Wind Clan has Tall Stars, Omen, Secret, whatever it is. River Clan has a couple. It has Crooked Stars something. There's not really been one for Shadow Clan, which is no, I guess it is Yellowfang, but she's like half and half. But anyway, it's nice to see inside other clans, but I'm also kind of mad that they're bringing Sky Clan to the lake because, like, I don't know, they have such stupid names. Some of them do. Ooh, I just got your masking.
Ooh,
it's beautiful. I love it.
Hang on a second. I'm texting the boyfriend.
How dare you?
Sorry. Well, like, okay, so my parents and I got him housewarming gifts or apartment warming gifts because he just moved. Okay. And to those who don't know, because Taylor already knows this. So I think you do anyways. So my parents got him a grill, and I bought him some pet fish. Well, his car was so full when he moved last week that he wasn't able to take them with him. And so now I have to figure out a way for him to travel with them either tonight or tomorrow. And I don't really want to drive them out to where he lives or where his parents live, where I'm going to see him tonight. And so I'm hoping he can stop by tomorrow because I'm on his way back to his apartment from his parents' house, and that he could get the stuff tomorrow. Which I don't think should be a problem, but we'll see. Because I don't really feel like traveling with fish in a Tupperware thing, sitting through dinner, and having him have to have, like, put a fish in a fish tank together for a night, and then, it's just a lot more hassle than it needs to be. So yeah. So yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. He's probably not going to respond to me, but I'm going to make it the rule that that's what's going to happen. Because if he's going to be there by 6, he's driving right now, so he's not going to respond.
Well, good. Don't break the law. Don't text and drive, kids.
I hope he's not. He's got his phone, I'm sure, up on his dashboard with directions home because he's still not sure about that yet. Excuse me. So, yeah. I mean, we'll figure it out at some point. He'll take those fish with him at some point. Because I didn't mean to have fish for myself, and not like they're hard to take care of, but like it's just another thing for me to take care of. And so whenever they can go
cats plus fish. Not really
I mean, my cat Riza's gonna be very sad when they go, but she'll live. I promised her as soon as I get an apartment of my own that I will buy her a fish that she can watch all day, and it'll be a good time. I'll probably just get like a betta fish, so I don't need like a filter, and I need like minimum requirements for a fish.
Great. Are you telling me we're adopting a fish together? Is this going to be our fish child?
If we move in together, yeah, we'll adopt a fish. We'll be fish parents.
Great.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the future holds and see what happens there. Yeah, like we were joking around the other night trying to figure out what we're all doing with our lives. Cheyenne, Kaylee, and I were talking. And Kaylee's like, well, I don't know if I want to do grad school, so maybe I can work for my company at their office near Detroit. I'm like, hey, you should do that. And Cheyenne should go to school near Detroit for her degree. And then we'll all move in around Nick, and then we'll go visit him.
That's too much work. I'm not driving to Detroit. No way.
It's not that far. Because
it's like 2 hours.
No, it's only an hour and a half to where his apartment is.
Okay, that's fair. I guess.
That's not bad. So, yeah. Oh, I see we have another viewer again. Is Alec back?
I don't know. Maybe. Hey, Alec, if you're back, say something in the chat.
It just says 3 viewers on my Hangouts.
Oh, now it says 2.
Oh, now it says 2. I scared him. I'm sorry. I acknowledge you and scared you away. So, yeah. Are there any other questions we want to address real quick? I'm going to have to probably get going in the next 5 minutes or so. But
that's fair. Let's see. Questions
or other topics we want to cover, because we've already covered collabs happening, but I haven't started. If I had to bet between wedding planning and working and having a life, Rachel probably hasn't had much of a...
No, she hasn't. I already asked her.
Okay. So that's something that probably isn't going to be out in the next couple of months, to be honest, because we're starting up school. I've got an honors thesis to work on.
I'm already done.
Yeah, because you were wise and did it over the summer like we originally planned to do. Because like this collab's been in the works since February.
Yeah, that's true. It took a while to do the voiceovers though, because the voiceover part was hard.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't hard for me, and that was actually the quickest part for me, but finding the clips now to fit the other TV show voiceovers is going to be hard.
Yeah.
And so if I had to spit out a random estimated date, I'd say maybe after I've graduated.
Thank you for saying good luck, Venture. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Venture. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit, and it's probably going to end up being my fault, to be honest, because I am working on a video honors thesis project. And if you guys haven't checked it out, I do have another side channel, MD Productions.
Shameless self-promotion.
Shameless plug there. But that is where I'm going to be posting any of the work that I do strictly for school or for my thesis. And so I've already had a couple of just very small projects, not terribly well done projects posted there, but I think they're kind of fun. So one's like a dog TV commercial. And then the other one's a documentary I worked on a year ago now about the Zika virus. So if any of you are very curious about what the Zika virus is and what it does, I might also be posting another video to there in the near future. Is a project I did last fall semester with a group of girls in my video class. But it's going to be, I have to text them again and ask for their permission that I post it and that I post my logo on it and stuff like that. I don't think that they'll care, but like, I just want to be safe and make sure that they're not going to get upset for me, like not necessarily taking credit for it, but for posting it a second time and this time as listed and not unlisted and stuff like that. So go ahead and check that out if you got some spare time to kill. I will be working on an honors thesis project over the next year. And so if I ever get any behind the scenes or if I start to do this vlog thing that I'm talking about possibly doing.
Oh, you're thinking about doing a vlog?
I am. The problem I'm running into is I have no equipment to do it. Like my phone has not enough memory space to work as my vlog camera. And so I have to basically wipe my phone clean and minimize what I use on my phone and stuff.
Wow, that's ambitious. I didn't know you were going to do that. You didn't tell me that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I talked about it with Nick and Cheyenne and Kaylee a little bit because I'm like, hey, we should all do like while we're all apart, do a vlog thing. And then you just send in your videos to me. I'll edit like quick little things together. And they don't have to be long. Like they could be a week's long worth of events put into like 3 or 4 minutes.
That's cool.
So we can like see what's been up, in each other's lives. But I doubt that I'm going to get Kaylee to hold a camera and show her face. Cheyenne would be more than happy to, I'm sure, because she's very outgoing in that way. And I don't know that Nick's going to remember to or have the time to. So maybe we can do you and I or something like that.
Oh, thanks.
So yeah, I have a video camera, but it's not really like a vlogging camera. It's like a, video camera for filming family events and stuff. And my brother used it a long time for his video projects because my parents got it for me and then I never used it because it wasn't exactly the camera that I wanted to be able to use, but I didn't want to tell him that. So yeah, so maybe I'll have to get that out and try working with that video camera again. It's just because it is built the way it is and it's not a small camera, it's not a vlogging camera.
Yeah.
The chances of me taking it out into public are not very good. So my best bet, I think it's low quality, would be my phone. But we'll see.
That's fair. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to do a live stream with Rachel sometime. She can show us all of her secrets.
Yes. We'll have to figure out something because, she and I can always do it from the same room, too, and try to simplify things if we wanted to.
Yeah, that might work.
Just so we don't have problems. Or if she wants to do it from her home and not want to come into my house filled with cats, that's fine, too.
Yeah, or during Christmas, we'll all be on break. So.
That's true, too. So that would be a little bit farther away, but probably more feasible, assuming she's not married at that point or, is still around.
Very true. Yeah, we could even do some, challenge stuff, I don't know, other YouTubers do.
Well, maybe a 2-hour video editing challenge, and so we stream while we're video editing and stuff like that. We can try to figure out what we need to do that so we just didn't hear each other and stuff like that. So
yeah, we can try to figure that out or something. Anyway, I guess if anybody wants to see that, you can put it in the comments below.
Yeah. So if you're interested in seeing more of streams like this, I'm not going to promise anything of regularity, if anything at all. But if this is well received, I just think it's fun recording conversations that we have in general.
Or even if you just want one of us live streaming. So we can go more into this is exactly what I'm doing at this point instead of having to worry about a conversation and editing.
Definitely, yes. So if you guys are interested for future stuff like that, please leave it in the comments down below. And also make sure you're subscribed to both Legend Wings and to TheFirebelly on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I would say subscribe to my Twitter, but I rarely post to that, so that's not a reliable source. So if there's any updates for me-wise for this YouTube channel, you will usually find it in a video description of my most recent video.
Yep, same here. I don't really have a lot of my stuff linked. My Twitter's pretty much my personal Twitter and Facebook and stuff. I don't really have anything else under the way of... Well, thank you, Venture, for subscribing to both of us.
Thanks, Venture.
Yeah, I don't really have anything in the way. I'm thinking of changing my Tumblr to TheFirebelly and changing that back. So if I do, you'll find out about that on my channel. I probably won't.
Yeah. If anything changes, social media wise, we will probably post about it and let you guys know. I would probably even post another video saying I've got a special Facebook or I've got a special Twitter for this account. But chances are I have enough of random social media accounts that I probably don't need another one.
Oh, yeah. So you have all your author ones and...
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff for authorship stuff, stuff for other side videos, It's a lot to keep track of, a lot to manage. And each time I have to create a new YouTube account, I basically have to create a new email. I think I found a way around that now, but... So yeah, it's a hassle. So if you want probably any updates, it's going to be through my most recent video in the description there. Yeah. I will probably post what's up in my life, and you can probably trust that as a valid source. I'm never going to post anything to Google+.
Nope.
I am going to refuse to do so because I think it's YouTube's way of having to not have to deal with people connecting and sending it over to make, you know, it being a Google thing.
Yeah.
Like a Facebook Google, but it doesn't work. I don't like it. I do check my messages pretty regularly on YouTube. So if you do message me, chances are I will check it every other couple of days. It just doesn't notify me I have new messages. So if I don't respond right away, just like feel free to leave comments and videos. Like I will see those right away and respond.
Same here.
Okay, is there anything else you want to say, Lord, or?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, well, I should probably actually get going now because I do not look presentable because I've sat in the living room all day and worked on stuff. So
that's fair.
I got to get headed out and look presentable so I can go hang out with my boyfriend and his family. But
all right.
Well, you have fun with whatever shenanigans you got going on tonight. And
probably just video editing, you know.
Be sure to send me updates.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We'll have to download the Netflix Death Note and edit with that, huh?
Okay, bye, Venture.
Bye, Venture. Thanks again for joining us. It's been great having you. We enjoyed.
It's been fun.
I've never had a viewer before while live streaming, so this has been fun.
It's been fun.
So yeah, well, I guess this is us signing off, and we'll see you guys later.
See you. Bye.